Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey, and that is the 2024 Mazda CX-90, the largest, the most powerful Mazda ever made. In this video, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of it, but unfortunately, I can't talk driving impressions just yet. Stay tuned for that video later on. All right, Gearheads, like I said, this is the largest, most powerful, most luxurious Mazda ever made. This is the 2024 Mazda CX-90. And yes, it is set to replace the CX-9. But I do want to come in close here and talk a little bit about the specs of this one. As you can see here, this is the plug-in hybrid. I'm going to go in, pop the hood, and show you exactly what is underneath this long nose on the plug-in hybrid version. You can see we do have gas struts on this one, and we have the plug-in hybrid version, which is pretty powerful in its own right. This one is the e-Skyactiv plug-in hybrid, and it uses a 100 kilowatt hour electric motor mated to this 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. So still an inline engine, still utilizing all the space from this long hood, and doing the best it can there. It makes 323 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque on premium fuel. You pay a little bit of a penalty going to regular, 319 horsepower on regular fuel. This does get paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and we'll talk more about that later on in the month when we can actually talk driving impressions. Naturally aspirated 2.5 liter 4-cylinder under the hood of this one, mated to that electric motor, and it is getting decent fuel economy, but again, we're not going to talk about all those details just yet. We did show you some exclusives from the world premiere of this vehicle in Southern California a month ago, but I did want to take you on a quick tour of this one. We do have the updated Mazda styling for the new CX-90. So very new look, very refreshed look for the Mazda brand. And I can tell you 100% this looks way better in person. Looks good on camera, but looks way better in person. Very classy, very upscale. You can see here we've got the LED headlights, LED turn signals that actually pulsate on this one. So I like that a lot. It's a very cool, very updated look. Coming around the side, you can see just how large this vehicle is. It is a big 3-row. It is bigger than the CX-9 in which it replaces, and we'll get into that when we get inside. Here we've got some Falcon tires, and they are wrapped around very nicely styled Mazda black and machine-faced wheel. The tires are 275/45 R21s, so these Falcon tires. You can tell we're in kind of rainy weather here in Northern California. We are in wine country right now. This also has standard e-Activ all-wheel drive. Looking at the profile, you can see there was an emphasis made to that rear seat area, making sure there was space back there for the third row passengers. If you remember from our CX-9 video last year, backseat was a little on the tight side. And coming around here to the back, we have an updated look back here. Again, similar design themes, but just bigger, bolder for the new CX-90. You can see the new lights pulsating back here when we've got the turn signals on, and then we do have a power hatch back here with a little bit of cargo space back behind the third row. Lift this up, that's where your charge cord is, because this one does come with a plug. It is a plug-in hybrid, and this configuration is 2-2-3, so we have a 60-40 split bench rear seat. You can also get 2-2-2 all the way back. You could get 2-3-3 all the way back. You could get 2-3-2. There are multiple different seating options, but you can get up to 8 people in the back of this one. You can very easily flip and fold this down for more cargo space and then pull it back up, but they aren't power, they are manual. The hatch though is power, and the button is right there for it. Before we get in this one, I did want to show you the key. Typical Mazda key. It is just like every other Mazda product, nothing special here. If you've driven a modern Mazda, this is what you get. It is a proximity key. So to get in and out, you can lock and unlock from the door handle, and when you do, you're welcomed by a very premium interior on this one. So again, I showed you earlier, we are in the 223 7-passenger seat configuration. We'll start here on the door before we get in. We've got our window lock controls, our window controls, our mirror controls, and then a nice look here, brushed metallic look. This is not textured, but it does give a very premium appearance. Separates all the black that is on the inside in this one. And then I like the seats with the contrasting stitching and the additional color right in here. They are very comfortable, but let's pop in really quickly. Put our foot on the brake, engine start button's right there. We can see a full digital gauge cluster right here. We've got a very large infotainment screen, very nice interior on this one, very upscale. First implementation of a full digital dash on this one. But you can see very similar Mazda steering wheel. There are a few extra buttons that we haven't seen before, but I can't get into too much detail there. And then over here, we've got very familiar climate controls. They are updated for the CX-90. We get heated and ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel. So a lot of nice feature comforts up here. Qi wireless charger, power adapter, 2 cup holders right here under a little cover, your drive controller, your drive selector. This is straight out of the Mazda MX-30 electric, so if you've driven that, which not many people have, you have that right there. Then you've got a button here for your camera system. I really like the bird's eye 360 and the implementation of being able to see around the vehicle a little bit here. Very nice, very premium thought process right there from Mazda. Then you get your typical drive controllers, everything there. And then very similar to what we showed you when we were in Southern California at the premiere, a lot of premium materials, a lot of thoughtfulness on the interior of this one. We do have the dual panel skylight up here, and at 5'10", I'm able to get a very comfortable spot here. We do have 2-person driver memory settings up here, as well as your button for your traction control and your rear hatch, all on the left side of the steering wheel. All very nice here from the driver's seat, but let's see those back 2 rows, what they are like. It is springtime here in East Texas, and you know what that means? The pollinating is happening. Yes, my car has been sitting outside for over a week, and you can see it is no longer black. It is a nice shade of pollen, and yeah, not very clean. And then looking over here at this Kia EV6, this has just been out for 1 night, and we already have a nice coat of pollen all over the top of this one, which leads very nicely into this week's video sponsor. Thanks to our friends at carcover.com, we were able to get a custom perfect fit car cover for my 2013 Chevy Cruze. They know it's important to keep your car protected, and what they sent me was their Gold Shield 5L car cover, which beats all its competitors for many reasons. It resists all types of extreme weather conditions, such as snow, and is 100% waterproof and water resistant. This is the ultimate car care cover for storing your vehicle and protecting it while outside. The soft fleece lining is sure to protect your vehicle's paint and finish while it is underneath. And this car cover was so simple to install, I was able to do it myself for the very first time in under 15 minutes. It comes with a couple clips for the front and the back, and a lockable cable to secure it across the middle. So this car cover is not going anywhere, and it will help me keep all that pollen out here in the springtime in East Texas. Huge thanks to carcover.com for providing us with this Gold Shield 5L cover for my Chevy Cruze. You can get one for yourself. Simply follow the link down in the description below and enter promo code GTGarageTalk in the coupon field at checkout for a discount off of your first order. All right, so I actually moved to the passenger side for this. Holly seat's about where mine is as well. So we're gonna check out the middle row. Again, we have captain's chairs here on the second row, sitting behind myself, essentially. Plenty of room, nice cutout. We do have map pockets on the back of both seats. We do have climate controls and vents back here, so that's a nice touch. And you can see heated captain's chairs with 2 USB-C ports. We do have this little tray here for your cup holders. Fold down center armrest that you can adjust. It's direction and where it sits. And then my favorite feature of a family vehicle, sunshades. So you can put the sunshades up or say hi to Holly back there, but very nice here in the second row. They do sit up a little bit higher. I'm looking over the headrest a little bit, so stadium style seating. Still very good view out of the roof here. Still very comfortable. Coming around to myself, still got pretty good headroom, but again, I'm 5'10", so I'm close to the roof here with this sunroof that you can see. So yeah, I'm getting pretty close to hitting my head. So taller drivers, go test one out for yourself. But I'm gonna pop out and show you child safety. We do have hard plastic removable latches there, but I'm actually gonna pull this lever here, folds the seat forward. Not child seat friendly. That is, as a dad, that's something I wish Mazda had done differently. But you can see here, we do have the 60/40 rear bench seat. I'm gonna go ahead and flip that side up, sit behind myself. I am definitely sitting down lower, so you can see here, my knees are up a little bit higher, but I've got plenty of headroom back here, just as much as I did in the second row. And then let's go ahead, pull this seat back. And yeah, it's not exactly into place. Holly, would you be able to assist in moving the seat back for me? And then, so that's about where I was sitting earlier. It's a little more upright. Yes, you can recline it. So, I mean, this is still going to be a tight third row, but it is nothing compared to the CX-9. It's nice, it'll work in a pinch, but it's still a little bit on the bonus side. Bonus content back here though for the third row passengers, we do get USB-C ports on both sides, so that is very nice, as well as air vents. So you're not completely left out back here. That is it for this quick tour of this one. If you want to see driving impressions from both Holly and I on this one and the new Inline 6, definitely hit that subscribe button down below, ring the bell, comment, all the things to let the algorithm know to show you that video when it drops later this month, or in less than just around a week actually. You can find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Everything is at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com where you can read more about all the vehicles we test. From the third row of the largest, most powerful Mazda ever produced. Until next time, gearheads.